Great stuff. Okay, hello, welcome to yoga. We are going to have a yoga class that is going to focus on the back, shoulders, and we have a little bit of core because that's the right thing to do. Yeah. We're going to start standing. It's a nice thing to do. So start at the top of your mat, keep your feet hip distance apart. We're just going to rock and roll over the balls and heels of the feet. We're going to engage through the core. We're going to grow tall through the crown of the head. And we're just going to try and find that perfect position on the mat. Okay. When you're ready, we are going to plant the heels down and we're going to lift the toes one last time. Spread through the toes and then place them down. All right. Let's grow nice and tall through the crown of the head. Keep a nice, strong core. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down. And we're going to allow the hands to rest wherever they rest. And we're going to start with some even breathing. Really nice way to get into class today. So feel free to close off the eyes. And if my breath pattern doesn't match yours, you do your own. So here we go. Let's take an inhale for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The breath is slow and rhythmic. It comes and it goes again. Breathing in, breathing out. With this piece, maybe set yourself an intention for today's practice. Enjoying the calm, the quiet, the ease of breath. Okay, when you're ready, let's take the arms high above the head. Take a gaze up towards the ceiling, open through the throat, hands reach up, stretch through the body, and let's slide that right hand down, bring that left arm all the way over. Take the gaze towards the ceiling if that feels good, and then take the hips towards the left side. Keep those shoulders nice and level. Push down through that left foot. Keep the hips moving to the left. And then let's come all the way back up. Bring the hands back high, lift up out of the waist, take the gaze high. This time round, left arm comes down, right arm comes over the top. We take the gaze maybe towards the top corner of the room. Moving the hips towards the right side, push down through that right foot to come up and then over the top. Keep the shoulders nice and level. And then come all the way back up. Take the hands nice and high. This time round, we bring both arms over to the right. We shift the hips to the left. Imaginary beach ball between the palms of the hands. Keeping those shoulders level, the hips level, push through that left foot to come up and over. and then come tall again. Come over to the left-hand side, squeezing that imaginary beach ball together between the palms. Push through that right foot to come up and over. Shoulders are level, hips are level. And then all the way back up. Take a gaze up. Lift the chest. Find openness through the front body as you begin to trace a little line with the fingertips towards the back of the room. Tiny back bend. And then come back to your center. All right. From here, take the hands to the back of the head, interlace the fingers. We're going to drop the right elbow down, lift through the left side. Come back to center. Left elbow drops, right elbow lifts. Keep control of the core. Come back to your center. Elbows come to ears. We bring chin towards chest. We take a soft bend into the knees and start to roll down through the spine. Coming all the way down, chest towards thighs, heavy head, crown of the head reaching towards the big toes. And then push through the feet, coming all the way back up. Once we're at the top, open out those elbows, lift the chest, lift the gaze. And then back to center. Right elbow is going to drop, left elbow is going to lift. Back to center, left elbow drops, right elbow lifts. Back to center, elbows to ears, chin to chest. Let's lengthen the neck and then roll down the spine. Soft bend through the knees, coming all the way down. Chest to thighs, heaviness through the torso, crown of the head reaching towards the big toes. Releasing those hands. Walk those hands over to the right side of the mat. To center, and then over to the left side of the mat. And then back to center. From here, make sure your feet are nice and stable. We're going to take opposite elbows and we're going to take a sway from side to side. Drawing chest towards thighs, drawing forearms towards big toes. And then stopping at center, releasing, taking the opposite elbows, the ones that feel slightly more unnatural. And then take a sway from side to side. Crown of the head reaching down, weight moving into the toes. Pausing, releasing. When you're ready, standing slowly and carefully as we roll up through the spine. And then we come to stand at the top of our mat, finding a mountain pose. Feet are pushed down into the mat. We're drawing up the quads. We're just keeping that core tucked in. Ribs are in, shoulders are up, back and down. All right, gazing forward, maybe treat yourself to a smile. Nothing wrong with that. All right, let's take the hands high, reaching up out of the waist and stretching through that front body. We're going to take a forward fold as we hinge from the hips. We're going to bring the chest down to the thighs, allowing the crown of the head to move towards the big toes. Let's take a half lift, hands to shins. Lengthen the crown of the head towards that front wall. Draw the shoulders back and down. Let's see if we've got a little bit of core strength. We're going to take the arms out in front of us, moving the bottom back. And then take the arms behind us, palms up. Lifting the chest ever so slightly. Find that long spine. Let's take the arms back in front, bottom moves back, draw the belly in, And now take the arms back, palms up, shoulder blades squeeze together. We lift the chest ever so slightly. And then find your forward fold again, chest moving in towards the thighs. Going to take a large step back with that left foot. Going to take the back knee down, untuck the toes, and then we're going to lift the arms high and then find some cactus arms, drawing those elbows towards opposite corners of the room. We're going to lift the chest, allow the hips to move forward and down, find a really nice stretch through that left hip flexor. And then taking the hands down, tuck the back toes, lift that left foot to the top of the mat. Forward fold here, chest to thighs, crown of the head reaching towards the big toes. And then start to roll up the spine. Finding yourself back in your mountain pose, strong through the legs, engaged through the core, shoulders back and down, tall through the crown of the head, gazing forward. Another opportunity to treat yourself to a little smile. Why not? All right. From here, take the hands high, lift up out of the waist, take the gaze high, stretch through that front body. And then we take a forward fold, hinge from the hips. We bring the chest towards the thighs. Crown of the head reaching towards the big toes. Half lift, hands to shins, reaching the crown of the head forward. You look like a table from the side. Sit bones moving back. Options here, you can stay here or you can bring the hands out in front of you. And then take those hands behind you, palms up. Squeeze those shoulders blades together, lift the chest ever so slightly. And then bring the arms in front of you if you fancy it. That imaginary beach ball is getting a workout. And then hands behind you, palms up, lifting that chest slightly, creating space and length. Forward fold here. Okay. We're going to take a large step back with that right foot this time. Take the back knee down, untuck the toes. And then bringing those arms up. This time we reach them high, roll in those pinky fingers, draw those shoulders away from the ears, finding that stretch through that front hip flexor, lifting the chest, allowing those shoulders to move forward and down. Not shoulders, hips to move forward and down. Okay, and releasing those arms, we're going to come all the way back up. From here, take the hands to the mat, tuck the back toes, and lift that right foot to the top of the mat. We're going to use a block here. Take that right hand onto the block. We're going to then bend through that right knee, straighten through that left leg, bring that left arm up towards the ceiling. Moving the bottom towards the back of the room, taking the gaze to round to the left or up towards the left fingertips. And if that feels great, stay there. If you want a little more, that left hand can wrap up behind you to touch the top of that right thigh. It doesn't matter which option you choose, but there are options. Keep pushing the bottom back, keep bending through that right knee. And then releasing that left hand, coming all the way back through center, switching the block out. Left hand places on top of the block. We bend through that left leg, we straighten through that right leg. Let's start to lift that right arm high, gazing to the side or to the fingertips. Reaching the fingertips up to the ceiling. And then option to wrap that right arm around to touch the top of that left thigh if you want to. Bottom moves towards the back of the room. Keep bending into that left knee, finding a point that is comfortable for you. And then using those exhales to bring the ribs around. And then coming all the way back around. Okay, from here, we're going to take a large step back with that left foot, taking hold of that block underneath that left hand. We're going to take the right arm to the ceiling, reaching around those ribs, coming around towards the right side. And then coming back round to your center, we're going to take the back knee down, untuck the toes and shift the weight over that left knee, turning the toes on the right side to the ceiling. Use a block for some stability if you would like to. We're going to move the belly out of the way, start to fold over the top of that right leg, chin looking up towards the top of the mat. Draw the hips level with one another as you sink down a little bit lower. Okay, as we come out, we bend through that right knee, plant that left foot flat, move the block to the other side, take the hands down, tuck the back toes, lift through the back knee, and we're going to bring that left foot to the top of our mat, finding yourself into that forward fold. From here, coming up to a half lift, hands to shins, lengthen through the crown of the head. Options here to stay or bring the hands forward, imaginary beach ball at the ready. And then take the arms behind you, hands, palms up. And then take that forward fold. All right, from here, let's take a large step back with that right foot. Take the block underneath that right hand. We're going to open to the left as we bring that left hand to the ceiling. Ribs are going to come round. Push that back heel back. Think about the skin and the back of that right knee touching the ceiling. Gazing wherever's going to feel good. Option to wrap the arm around if you prefer. And then taking the gaze to center, take the back knee down, untuck those right toes, bring the block to the side of you, straighten through that left leg, toes on the left side to the ceiling. And then from here, we move the belly out of the way, begin to fold down, drawing that left hip in. Chin reaches towards the top of your mat as you begin to sink down. Okay, and then from here, we're going to plant that left foot flat, bringing the block to the top of the mat. Take the hands down, bring that right foot up to the top of the mat too, and then slowly come up to a standing position. Once we're there, roll those shoulders back and down, gazing ahead, give yourself a little smile, you deserve it. Okay, from here we're going to go into a chair pose. The hands are going to come high and we're going to sink back into our chair. Tucking the tailbone under, sinking a little bit lower, taking the gaze up. We're going to bring those arms alongside the ear, making sure that tailbone is tucked under. Bring the hands to heart center and we're just going to simply turn to the right. Keep the hips level so we can keep that left knee in line with the right. We come back to center and we come all the way back up. All right, Not too tricky. Let's go back. Sink back into that chair pose, tuck the tailbone, sink a little lower, hands come to heart center, and we just take a turn to the left side this time. As we do, we keep the hips level, we draw that right knee back in line with the left. We come back to center, we come all the way back up. We take a moment here, appreciate the fact our legs aren't wanting a break, and then we come back into our chair. Sit back, drop the tailbone, tuck it under, arms are lifted. This time round, take hands to heart center. We take our gaze to the right side, and this time we open those arms. Left hand comes down, right arm's going to lift, keeping those ribs coming round. Keep breathing here. Bring the hands back together. Take a moment. And then come back to center, release, stand tall. Take a moment here, because we'll go again on the other side. Here we go. Coming back into your chair pose. Arms are lifted, tailbone tucked, come down. Hands to heart center. We take a twist to the left. We hold it here. Then we open those arms out. Right arm touches down, left arm lifts. Take the gaze towards the left fingertips or the side wall, whatever's going to work. Going out the same way we came in, bring the hands back together. Come back round to center and then stand tall. Move those legs, wobble those legs. We'll go again, but this time we'll integrate a bit of a lunge as well. So we've been here before, we know where we're going. Next time round, we'll take a step back, either lots of little steps or one big step back, okay? That's what we'll work towards. So here we go. Take the arms high, sink down into that chair. Take the hands to heart center. Gaze to the right. Split those arms. When you're ready, come to the toes on the left side. Think train tracks, not tightrope. Lots of little steps or one big step back. Finding that high lunge, strong back leg. Push through that back heel and lengthen through that back leg. Ribs are coming round. Gaze can come to the side wall. Or if you have the balance, I'm not sure I do, gaze towards the top fingertips. And then let's see if we can come back the way we came in. Big step forward or lots of little ones. Hands come together. Bring ourselves round to center. Standing tall. Okay, let's shake those legs out, because in yoga, we have to balance. That's the rules. So here we go. Not hands, what are they? Feet connected to the mat. We're going to take the hands high, sink back into that chair. Take the hands together, tuck that tailbone, sink a little lower. Take the gaze to the left side. Split the arms, right arm down, left arm lifts. Okay. From here, when you're ready, we come to the toes on that right side. Lots of little steps or one big step back. And then a nice, strong pose here. Focusing on something that's not moving. Give yourself something to balance with. Push that heel away. Lift that back knee towards the ceiling. Ribs are coming round. And when you're ready, we come out the way we went in. Right leg comes to the top of the mat. We close off those arms, palms together. We come back round to our center chair pose. And then we lift those arms high, reaching up. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to take a large step back with that left foot. We're going to take the hips to the long edge of the mat. From here, we're going to hinge from the hips and come into a wide-legged pose. We're going to bring the crown of the head towards the point, center point of your mat. Take a moment here to use your breath to get there. Those exhales bring you closer towards that center point. The inhales, you lift a little, and then the exhales, you come a little bit closer still. Trust in yourself as you bring the crown of the head closer towards the mat. Sit bones beginning to look up towards the ceiling. Always an option here to come into a headstand if that is in your practice. But that would be a lot for today. I'm speaking personally. From here, let's come up to a half lift. Use your hands to support you if you would like to. Moving the bottom back, really anchor down into the pinky edge side of your feet, reaching the crown of the head towards the front of the room. Okay, from here, lowering back down again, crown of the head reaching towards the center point of your mat. And then from here, we plant that right hand down underneath the face, and then we come into a twist. Left arm is going to lift, bringing the ribs around. Always an option to wrap that left hand all the way behind you to touch the top of that right thigh. We're going to come back out. Switch the hands. Left hand comes down. Right arm is going to lift. Think about the crown of the head reaching forward. We've got a lovely long spine. Right hand can wrap around you if you want. And then we come all the way back. From here, we're going to bend into that right knee. And as we do, take the toes on the left side to the ceiling. Pop a block underneath that right heel. Take the right hand down and reach that left arm up and over. Take a gaze towards the ceiling. Find that side body stretch. And then coming out, we're going to make our way over to the other side. Move the block if you know you would like it for some stability. Push the hands into the mat. Place the feet back down. Bend into that left knee. Right toes to the ceiling. Block under the heel on that left side if it's lifting. Left hand can place down. Right arm can lift up and over as you sink down into that right thigh and find that inner stretch. Gaze comes wherever's going to feel good for you. And then making your way back out. Remove the block. From here, take the hands down, bring yourself back into a wide-legged stance. We're going to just heel toe those feet in, and we're going to come down into a squat position. Allow the bottom to come towards the mat, lift the chest, allow the spine to be long. If you find that you're really hunched over, then sit on a block so that you can really allow those elbows to move into the inner thighs. You can get as much space through that spine as you can. Okay, we're going to be here for another couple of breaths. All right, when you're ready, safely release your bottom down onto the mat. And once we are down, we're going to take a block between the thighs. Squeeze those thighs together and work into the core. you're happy, we're going to take the hands behind us and just float those legs up. Okay. And then from here, we're just going to hold this pose, squeezing that block together, finding that work through the inner thighs, lifting chest to thighs as well. And we're going to be here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep openness through the chest. 3, 2, and 1. Get rid of that block for a moment. Lay down on your mat. Bring those knees in towards you. Just allow yourself to have little circles on the lower back. Okay. And then from here, we're going to come straight back up, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to use our block. Float your boat again, lifting those legs up. Draw that belly in towards the thighs. We're going to take that block and we're going to squeeze it together as we between the palms as we take it down to the left and to the right for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take those feet down, roll back onto your back, bring those knees in towards you. And then these are suggestions, make adjustments that you need. Your body will tell you. Maybe windscreen wiper legs, maybe little circles on the lower back, whatever it might be. Okay. And then from here, we're coming straight back in again. Let's take that boat, afloat again. Yeah, why not? Taking those shins alongside one another. We're going to release those hands alongside the legs, and we're going to remove one leg and bring it back in, and then the other and bring it back in. Nice and slow for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself to lay back down on your mat. Again, make any adjustments that you might need to. Okay. And then from here, we're going to take ourselves into a dead bug position. Okay, so knees stacked over hips, legs are at right angles. And then when you're ready, you can take those arms above your head. As the right leg extends, the right arm follows, and then the left arm extends, the left arm follows. Okay, and we're just going to keep going. 10, 9, 8, lower back into the mat. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, bringing those knees in towards you. Make nice little circles on that lower back. Resting, releasing. Okay. And then when you're ready, we're just going to come back up to our boat pose. From here, I'm going to float those legs. Draw the belly in towards the thighs. I'm going to take those arms alongside those legs. Just keep drawing chest in towards thighs. And we're going to hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep holding yourself together for 5, 4, 3. Keep the shoulders back and down. 2, and 1. Come to roll back onto your back. From here, plant those feet down. Just take the knees to the right side. To center and over to the left. To center and right. To center and left. From here, let's draw both knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a big hug together. And then make some small circles on the lower back. Allowing the lower back to relax, the core to recover. And then take those circles in the other direction. Okay, planting those feet flat to the edges of your mat. Just allow those knees to drop in. And then take those arms out to very loose cactus arms and just settle into the breath for a minute or two. And the breath comes in and the breath goes. Find yourself in a position where you are happy to relax for the next minute or two. Maybe the legs are long, maybe the legs stay as they are. Find a place where you are happy to rest. With the body heavy on the mat. And the breath coming and going easily. Find the heaviness of the body pressing down against the mat. Feeling that energy passing from you, from that work you've done in class today, as it passes through those contact points and into the mat, into the earth. You find openness through the chest, through the body. With every exhale, you grow deeper into that mat. The breath is slow and rhythmic. It comes and goes with ease. The lungs fill, the belly fills. You can trace the breath through the back body, feeling the shoulders touching the mat. And with the exhales, the heaviness passing back through the mat. Now is a good time to revisit your intention from the beginning of class today. Whatever it was, feel accomplished. Feel proud. Feel strong. Feel happy. And then sit with that as you breathe in and you breathe out. Now is the time to start to awaken the body. Maybe a simple move of the fingers, movement of the toes. Maybe a stretch through one side of your body and then the other. Maybe a gentle sway from side to side, allowing those other senses to awaken. Maybe there's some distant sounds or a smell that brings you back into your world. Then when you are ready, and there is no rush, you can slowly move your way back to a seated position. And I will be there.